We're almost done pulling up all of the O2 canisters. Our temperature is holding steady, it seems. All right, let's move that away. My battery is down to 66%. That's not too bad. O2 stock is fine. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. What I meant to do is to... Can that go away? Thank you. I wanted to see my my EVA helmet heads-up display. Yeah, we got loads of O2. Battery could do with a top-up, but it's far from being dangerous. Hello, Handman. Good day. What is this game? Could you give me a little rundown? Sure. It's kind of somewhere between Space Station 13, Space Engineers, or Stationeers. It is a open world sandbox. I wouldn't say it's like a craft of survival, but there is survival elements in that you can simply die by flying your ship into something hard really fast, or something not really hard. As long as it's really fast, I don't think it makes too much of a difference. There's a degree of simulation to this. There's a much higher simulation fidelity than in many games, but less than in games like Stationeers or, for example, Dwarf Fortress. It's on a fairly cozy scale. You could easily play the game the whole way through, having just one character to manage, your primary character, or you might hire a crew and manage several people. Oh, wow, Vladimir, that's amazing. A 57-inch 4K Samsung curved screen monitor for Christmas. That sounds absolutely fantastic, buddy. Congrats. What about the rest of you, chat? Get any nice presents? Give any nice presents? Got some nice socks. Bless. Hey, getting socks for Christmas, that you definitely learn to appreciate that. Especially when you live somewhere cold. Getting some proper thermal socks. Like I'm not talking like, just cheap as chips thermal socks, just things that'll die after like 3 washes, but like proper ones. I got a Yoda hat with ears that wiggle. That sounds amazing. Demi of Derp is getting a kitchen table and chairs. Wow, that is a big gift. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your Christmas was cancelled due to family being ill. I hope they recover. Well, my parents are full up with, I don't know, flu, COVID, I'm not sure. The whole household back in Wales is like deeply sick right now. They seem to be on the other end of it though. They're coming out of it, but like full up with like chest infection, unfortunately. Oh, chat must be moving way too fast for me because I completely don't understand where... What? Ah! I scrolled in. Crazy Gamer was responding to. Okay, I've scrolled back a little bit. Don't worry about it, Crazy Gaming. It's fine. Like I said, I understand where a lot of it is coming from. You're just super excited. Right. Now, we've gotten all of these things. Like, I've already moved past it. No harm, no foul, as far as I'm concerned. There we go. That one as well. That apparently is not there. Gonna take a bit of time to drag everything in, but... And I am gonna have to drag it all in, unfortunately. What? I got a few books, a nice Lego set. I'm content. Oh, and sending me the mouse shirt. Oh, okay. I have no idea what that is, I'm afraid. I got some amazing books too. Lady Sheila got me the Invincible comics. 3 gigantic volumes. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. I think I understand what's going on there. What's going wrong? Is this O2 tank out? Okay, let's stop going over there for now. I'm going to move some of these things down instead. Ah, crap. I think I see what was the problem is. That got placed underneath. Yeah, I need to make sure that never happens again. I wish the game would not allow something like that to happen. Like, if it's something important like that, that it should prevent items that might interface with it from being placed in the way. Okay. Basically what happened is a canister got placed, because I've got a hauling zone in that location. It got placed in the output point for the O2, so when the O2 left this area, the pump kicked in to try and fill O2 back into the area, but it was just pumping it into a canister that was leaking as well, so it was kind of just going all over the place. But effectively it jammed that system open, and that could have been bad because it could have exploded, which would have been unpleasant, to say the very least. Right, let's pop this back on auto task. Bottle in bottle action, yeah, that's pretty much it. You can sort of prevent it by leaving not gas. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I've done. I dragged these things down in front of them so they could no longer pop it on there. Oh, we are far from flipping, I'm afraid. Far from flipping yet. Though Crazy Gamer was selling us how lucrative that can be. Well, what I would really like to do is have a separate airlock area, like build it out so that the airlock could, as you say, be depressurized completely, and I could just move back and forth rather than having any vents that move it in here. And that's effectively what I'm doing right now. Moving everything down into here as fast as I can. Though now everything is going to start moving up there, unfortunately. It's just the way it's going to be. Yeah, this looks to be a gas hauler. Now I have gotten a spare thruster, which I'm happy with because I can now look to install that somewhere. Where, I don't know yet, but I will definitely find somewhere to pop it. Slide that one down there. Right, let's uninstall this. Yeah, we're probably not... Well, I mean, we might go to flipping before I've paid off my mortgage, but at the same time, that seems reasonable to try and pay off my mortgage first. Right, let's pop this one right there. Right, now that I've done that, I want to try and unload all of the random gubbins into things. Sticks Genie, thank you so much for the 36 months at tier 2. That is incredibly, incredibly kind, mate. Thank you so very much. Thermostat can go there. Motors can go in here. Flooring I'm going to place down somewhere. Only because I might want to repair it before I sell it. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick up anything that is particularly useful to me. Also, let's turn the power on this on. Will that even help? Oh, does my my suit seems to have yeah, my EVA suit has a decent amount of light. That's trash. Don't care about that. Sure. I'm probably going to use a decent amount of components to repair stuff that is broken. In K-Leg, I didn't need actual components for anything because nothing was actually broken. Do I want to... No, these are walls. Yeah, we don't want walls. Right, now what are you? Pouch of something. Label 99 rice wine. Sure, okay. I guess we'll bring that in. Right, now comes the time to find out about this crate. I'm a little bit worried about it. Well, let's open it up. What have we got inside? Oh. Nothing terrifying. French's mystery meat in surprise sauce. This one is styled mystery meat in surprise sauce, which among the lines labeling is probably the most honest. Found on a ship with a curiously meaty smell in space, surrounded by packages with weirdly chunky blood, with hairs growing out. Yeah. That is what I have to say about this. Okay. You can go there. And this can go there. There we are. Alright. I think you're not allowed to open airlocks because I'm going to take your helmet off. I think that's everything. More or less. So at this point, I just need to drop off some gubbins. Okay, that can toggle power. Go in there. I guess the gubbins will have to go into here. Which is fine. I will get things better sorted out in a bit. There we are. Okay, the tanks are leaking air pressure. I should have been paying attention to that. Seems to be increasing. Right, so, good, yeah. It's basically been leaking pressure the whole time. So this place is now full of oxygen. Oh, God. I was worried about that. And that's what this tank was dumping into. So what I can hopefully do is fill a good O2 tank with good O2 to reduce the pressure a little bit. But let's set up some repair jobs on the tanks. As a priority. Auto task. I'm kind of worried. Oh yeah, let me just repair this tank with my welder. Kaboom! Vacuum! That would be funny. Not gonna lie. No! That almost went terribly badly. How do I get rid of this? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that was the problem. And it is now fixed. I'm going to let... Yeah, I'm just going to fix this for a little bit before I work on anything else. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to work through the O2 cans for now. Then I'm going to pump some of this air into an O2 can. Though it'll be partially filled with CO2 as well. But we'll see what we can do. I think that one finally ran out of oxygen. It's still leaking a little bit. But the others have gotten better. Is the 2000s glasses what the Zoomers think the fashion was in 2000? What? Low pressure alert? What do you mean below safe levels? That was the CO2 alarm. I mean, it's supposed to be low pressure on CO2. There's not a hull breach as far as I'm aware now. Oh, you don't get why the character has 2000 glasses because chat randomly picked it. The air pressure is still super high in here, so I'm not too worried about it. It's 9.06 kPa, and that doesn't seem to be getting worse. Okay. I think we're probably in a position where we're safe enough to start heading back. The thing is, I'm going to need to try and fill a canister before then to pull the pressure down in the ship. Otherwise, I'm just going to blast a load of air into the station and just waste it. Hey, Gary. Happy holidays, mate. 9 hours of Ostranauts? Nice. Wanted to look into this one for a bit. It is super fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It is also super complicated. Yeah, it's a kind of a sci-fi survival open world sandbox with more simulation fidelity than most games have. Not the most, but definitely more than most. Right, we're going to slow time down because I'm running low on... the battery charge in my welder. Not that I'm super excited about you using your welder in this position. Right, you go back to work. We've got plenty of power in the battery. We are far from a position where we will have our own reactor. So pretty much everything is down to battery power right now for us. That's true. I could pump station oxygen into my tanks. That's a good point. That character looks great, by the way. Thank chat. Chat are the masterminds behind it. Yeah, I'll be done soon. I'm really hopeful that we'll be able to try and fix this one as well fully. There we go. Repairing it, and then we will switch over to restoring it. We've got a lot of things that we need to repair. There we go. Now we're restoring it. Chat wanted Bob Ross in space. What is our current skills like? We're up to 10% in combat engineering? When was I in combat? 10% in civil and mech engineering. 5% in electrical engineering. But we are now just randomly repairing things. So 'tis time for us to be on our way home, I think. Cancel action, use. I have not seen a lot of danger, though, through people so far. Did you encounter any of on your wreckage? This is only the second wreckage that we've actually gotten to. We spent a long time looking through the interesting things you could do in... Oh, we're going to have to go around K-Leg to get to the station. That's kind of annoying. We were mostly just kind of scavenging on the station itself, getting into places we probably shouldn't have been. Right, so I think we're going to have to go somewhere about... Oh, okay, that's not going to work. K-Leg, there we are. Right, we need to undock. So, hail ship. Oh. Ask for rumors. My bad. Didn't mean to connect with you. Oops. I think I just called the police. Right, there we go. Undock. Clamps. Right, we are now drifting apart. Hook into K-Leg. We need to bring our bearing to without smacking our ship, which doesn't look like we are going to. Very good. I prank called the police. I didn't mean to, though. It was an accident, officer. I swears it. Now, the problem here is that I am going to have to go around K-Leg. let's start moving. We're going to get home and then I'm going to wrap up the stream at that point. Right, we can afford to accelerate a bit more. Let's not put too much strain on my body, though. There we go. It's a little bit too much. And start slowing down. I'm going to get up to about 100 meters per second, though. And there we go. Okay, so it's going to take us 16 minutes to get to K-Leg. Interesting, it doesn't look too bad, actually. It will take us straight through, actually. So we're going to need to correct that. But I will make course correction in about 10 minutes time in game. I think that should be fine. Right, time for you to get to repairing, Malado, because there is so much gubbins you need to repair. So 10 minutes time. We'll go up to 16 times speed. I'll check. Actually, I'll check back again. No, 10 minutes time seems reasonable, especially when we're going this fast. And this is how we spend our time moving to and fro, getting loads of things repaired. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and hop back in the nav station. Yeah, that was my concern. Right, so we need to course correct rather aggressively here. About there will do. Let's actually, what we could do is match speed. So bring the ship to a bit of a stop. Good enough for me right now. Let's slow my change of bearing now. Good enough. About there. Let's start moving past. Hopefully. Get some speed on us so that we come out the other side of K-Leg. Hey, Boscaro, how you doing, man? Thank you so very much for the 110 months. Oh, uh-oh. Am I really approaching? Oh, I am actually, yeah. That's kind of annoying. Okay, let's increase my speed. Right. Let's try and move away from this. Am I being pulled into it? I might actually be. So let's turn away there. We'll be fine. I should have the Delta V to do this. There we go. Get up to about 200 meters. The other thing we could have done, actually, I don't know which direction it's rotating. I guess it's rotating this way. So I probably should have come at it from the other side. Going from the side that it was rotating towards instead of... going around like this. It's kind of annoying. I could match speed and let it rotate towards me, I guess. Is that viable, chat? In game? Or does K-Leg go around the asteroid a little bit too slowly? It's got about a 10-hour day. That's a little bit unfavorable. Well, let's try and get around. I'm going to need to put a fair bit of oomph into this, unfortunately. Once we're out to around here, I'll probably try to trim us back in. You'd be better going into a slow orbit, said Crazy Gamer. Is there a way that I can make that happen? Like manually rather than... automatically rather than manually trying to? No automatic orbiting, that's a shame. Right. We are going to ideally come around. I'm going to try and bring myself back around to it. Got a fair bit of speed on us now, though. Actually, I think what I'm going to try and do is match speed here. And then aim for it. Let's bring these numbers to something a little bit more manageable for me. From this position, we should be okay to approach it. Yeah, Ganymede doesn't really have enough... I had to be right on top of it for it to start affecting the ship. I don't think Ganymede is realistically going to be able to... we're realistically going to be able to orbit Ganymede, really. Waiting for the VCRS to calm, and then we're just going to approach from that point. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. So let's get in a little bit closer. Start burning towards. I'm going to have to make a course correction relatively frequently, I think. Let's bring us up to about 100 meters a second, and then I'll consider our options there. That's good enough, I think. May still have to chase K-Leg a bit, but this will bring us in a bit better. We've got 8 minutes, so I'll say we can do 3 minutes worth of work. Or let's just say at 20 to 12 we'll stop. Or just a little bit past that. Right, we're coming in now, we're at 30 away. Let's slow the VCRS down a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Let's increase speed. We actually look like we might be coming in at a reasonable angle now. Maybe still a little bit off, but... let's just push a little bit harder. Right. Now, once the range is 15, I will slow down. There we are. We're going to start slowing at this point. Basically, want to come in at about 50. Let's try and bring us a little bit better aligned. Don't like how fast we're moving. All right, let's start pulling back a bit. And let's slow. There we go. Got more or less the right heading now. Clear that. Right, we're coming in relatively hot, but we are within the sort of speed that I want to be. And as soon as we are below 5 kilometers, I can try and dock. Clear. Alright. Hail ship. K-leg. Docking. Docking request. There we go. Yeah, anything like a even I feel even 100 meters a second docking is way too fast, frankly. But definitely, if you're over 100 meters a second, you are playing with fire. I'm sure there are some people who are so confident with docking maneuvers, though, that they manage it. That just scares me. The whole idea of that is frightening to me. Let's let us get in a little bit closer. No, come on. Back around. That is good enough. About there. Ooh, it's trying to pull me. Feels like I'm veering off to the right constantly. Let's try and reduce my VCRS a bit. It's looking a bit better now. No wonder I was veering off. VCRS was stupid high. 11 meters a second. Bring that right as close as we possibly can. And we should be good. Yeah, that should be perfect. Start slowing down a bit. And there we go. Nice and simple. Okay. Okay. Still got the air pressure is starting to go down in here now, which is nice. But it's still a little bit higher than I would like, if I'm honest. Alright, if you have a look at the Port Authority, got a fair bit to pay. That's alright. Pay selected. Docking can be weird because drift and rotation can be in effect, and it's hard to find out which one is making the drift on screen. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Looks like I'm restoring the floor. I'd kind of like it if you weren't, though. Actually, the easiest way for me to make it so you're not is to give you tasks for restoration. So, repair loose things first. Let's focus on these. Everything seems to have taken a little bit of damage. I guess from the bump as we came into a stop. Might have been what it was. We were about to finish our shift here. We'll probably wrap up the stream about the same time. Oh, wait. So many things flying so close. There is a part of me that's like, I probably should just turn off that alarm when I'm docked. Like, cause if something's gonna hit me while I'm docked, it's gonna hit me while I'm docked because I'm not going to think to react to it. Ooh. Untime! Ding, ding, ding. We made it through the day. Fourth shift ends and the change in the atmosphere is unmistakable. Shipbreakers stop sparking their hand torches. Long-armed construction waldos drop their grip and drift away from wrecked hulks. 2 clicks out, a cargo hauler cuts its reactor and the entire rig burns down like a cold ember in the dark. Untime. The closest anyone out here will ever get to a Sabbath. 20 minutes and 58 glorious seconds welded to the end of shift 4. A seemingly insignificant stretch of time remaining, like the loose change after the rest of the hours are divided, counted, and spent. In the beginning, Untime was merely a quirk of the new celestial calendar, a more even way to divide the year now that humanity had uncoupled itself from Earth and its overwrought lunar calendar. But that was decades ago. These days, Untime is for rest, for conversation, for anything at all that won't turn a buck for the bosses. As for the managers who choose not to observe this fine tradition, 2 weeks ago, one of them fell from a labor barge and hit every ship on the way down. Robotics is over 5%. Nice. All right, at this point, I have a net profit, actually, of a tiny bit. We've definitely made more in here, but I'm fine with that. I'm restoring lights. Why am I not restoring? Oh. Missing item, welding tool. Right. Out of power. The welder ran out of juice. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I hadn't switched over to autotask yet. All right, we'll just get... I imagine basically what happened was a bunch of cans got knocked around by the jolt when we connected with the station. Pretty much everything is probably in the same place. Ooh, the crates are going to take a long time to repair, it seems. Do I even really care too much about the crates? Yeah, you know what? I probably should. Gas pressure is continuing to rise, though, which is weird. That heater will be sold. The air pump will be sold. Can you turn down the volume, move it down a little bit? Not in any way that I'm aware of. Because the other sounds that are on the same audio layer from within the game, that is, are so quiet that, I mean, there's a reason why that beeps so loud, is because your character will die if you smash into something. But the other sounds in the game are so quiet that if I turned that down, other parts of the soundscape would be lost completely. I only wanted you to take care of those ones. Yeah, I feel that the proxy sensor shouldn't be going off when docked. I feel that's kind of weird, if I'm honest. That's a real weird one. Spending the top of this shift just getting all of these O2 cans sorted out. Right, the tool is low on power. Go switch that over. I actually did have enough time to generate quite a few. Got a bit of charge on it. We are almost done with repairing all of these now. Ooh, feels vaguely unwell and flushed. That's probably the oxygen in here. Okay, time for us to switch into our other gear then. I think. Did I put it in here? I did not. Where did I put my clothes then? Over here? No. Who has stolen my clothes? Balls. Were they not in there? No. I'm honestly at a loss. I checked the overhead bins. Doesn't seem to be there. I'll do another once over the boat though, but that's just the pressure suit. I seem to have lost my clothes. Around here somewhere? Nope. Did I put it in? That shouldn't have been dropped off. Did I put it in here? Huh. Did you clean a gun? You use cloth for that, and it can take the clothes. Really? It would have ripped up my clothes without asking? That seems weird. That seems like a very... Oh, man. Okay. That's a very... that's a very specific design choice. Not a big fan of that. I'm going to be honest with you. But all right. I'm not sure if I repaired guns, though. I don't have guns. But I'm wondering if something else got, if it's not just guns of that effect. Because if it affects one thing, it could easily affect others. But yeah, genuinely confused. Oh, here we are. I must have just been clicking on the wrong thing the whole time. Never mind. Crisis averted. apparently the fire alarm in the game sounds even worse. I'm terrified to imagine what that must be like. All right. Feel we're in a good way now. Let's go and trade. Like, we don't actually have much in the way of trade. For example, with yeah, the air pressure is now much better. We don't have much in the way of to trade with the black market. Can't imagine they're going to want O2, but we'll see. Get rid of the air pump. Have I finished repairing them? I don't believe I finished repairing the heater, no. Get rid of you. Thermostat. Oh, here's the money. N2 canister, yeah. All right, this netted us a decent return. 21k. If I was willing to sell more things, I would get a little bit more than that. But I want the other turbo, the turbo air pump. I'll install that one where the oxygen pump is currently. So I'll have two turbo air pumps there. All right, so that's 21k. Not at all bad. Okay, do I have anything else I need to get rid of? I don't believe so. Well, that's cleared a lot of things out. We'll see what the pressure. Wha-pow! Double wha-pow! Ultra pressure. Okay, so I don't want to move that thruster. But the turbo air pump over here is going to want to move first. We're going to slide that up there. Slide this across there. Now, the big question here is if you know what? Let me hook into this first. I want to investigate the control panel, see what is happening. Yeah, that's hooked up to the O2 alarm. Yeah. Done. And it's on auto. I can reverse it if I want to move some pressure into this. Probably will with this one. Gas pressure is at 82%. Right. I'm going to uninstall this pump. Then we're going to install the turbo gas pump, but I will move that canister first. How many ships did all of the gas cans come from? Just one O2 hauler. And there was one N2 can in there as well, but that I got out of a thruster. Now then, I want this uninstalled. And we'll slide that across to the side. So I don't want this to accidentally start just dumping all of its gas into the room. Install. And we should be done. Also, is that light on? I've just got the PDA in my hand. Right then. Control panel. No, we won't put it on slow. Unscrew, input 1, O2 alarm. Done. That should be it. Let's have a look at the input alarm. Control panel. Apparently I've accessed the control panel, but I haven't at the same time. There we go. On, off, control. I guess it just triggers if there's not enough O2. And that's literally just it. Okay. Well, let's get some this O2 in place. There we go. Now, we have a look at that. It is currently at 82%. If I were to use this, 82%, that's fine. And I were to switch this off, pop it into reverse, pop it to on. There we go. What would turbo do? Oh, much better. Let's watch that needle move. I'm also keeping an eye on that. I'm going to suffocate myself, apparently. You sure? I mean, as long as I'm watching this, I'll take your word for it, but could you explain why? Because I can see what the pressure in my environment is by watching this meter. Oh, I forgot the air pressure is up high. Yeah, the air pressure is super high. So I'm trying to correct it. Right, let's try and get this into a better place. I'll take it up to like 85 or something, or 95. Okay, that's good enough. There we are. Because we had a load of oxygen tanks in here. Oh, I know I can equalize with the oxygen in the station. Honestly, I was just trying to save on a bit of my own oxygen. So that way I could that way I wouldn't just be dumping it out when I didn't have a full tank or nearly full. Right, can I repair this, please? Motor is missing. Okay. Go and get a motor. This one. Tunk. That's 172. As long as what I can sell sells for more than 172, then I'm happy with that. There we go. want you to restore it. Be gone, demon. I mean, rough value is decent. This will be a good opportunity for me to actually see what $2 signs it really equates to. All right. The other thing I want to do is I don't want this, really. What I would like to do, perhaps, is to shuffle things from here across. Maybe here as well. I don't necessarily hate the idea of the mystery meat food. But we'll leave that there, I guess. Drink pouch, that'll be sold momentarily. This can be as well. Right. Actually, if I just pop those in here, that's going to save me a fair bit of finagling. This can go back in there. Right, let me quickly restore this. I have no idea how quick will be. Oh, we're getting through it. Because then we will just sell the crate and everything in it. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's stuff in my hands. Thank you. That's fine. Where we can put it. Over here will do. Right then. Let's go and see what we can sell these things for. Right, the air pump can go. And this crate and everything inside it can go. Except, I think, yes. Alright. That was not, in my opinion, a bad run. From humble beginnings, we're already up to 32k. Now, where I fit these, I have no idea. So I can't fit it over there. I guess I could build out the wall a little bit. Move the antenna up. And do much the same on this side. Maybe not have the... Oh yeah, I'd probably just move the wall forward a little bit on each side. Move the antenna up, move the lights up, then remove this internal wall. And then I could fit a... Would I be able to fit it though? Actually, no, I wouldn't be able to. Awkward. Actually, what we could do is maybe bring this down a little bit. Thinking about it. Yeah, we could have the... Because then... Yeah, no, I think that would actually work. bring out the nose a little bit on the out here, and then have thrusters there. Ionic Nargo, or maybe bumping out below the floor crates here, like the nose there. Yeah, that's what I did. Extended the middle area down. Said Crazy Gamer. Yeah, no, I think that would work quite well. I think that's a solid idea. All right, what I can do is, of course, if I want to just solve this, let's just open this, and then open this. I can hear the wind whistling past my ears. Open this. There's a lot of wind gusting up through here. Interesting how the simulation is really fighting to make this work. Yeah, the simulation is fighting hard. By the way, how do you make a ship bigger? You just build walls and floors. There we go. I think it is now equalizing properly. Okay, that's good enough, I think. Bought some wall and floor segments, did a spacewalk while in transport, and built another room onto the ship there. Then removed the wall. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, the airlock is super rusty. Honestly, the whole ship is a little bit on the worn down side, isn't it? Probably do a good bit of work cleaning it up. But first, let's have a look at our character. So they're a bit greedy. They haven't been noticed by anyone. They're disrespected. They're feeling distant from their family. They're yearning for intimacy. But their meaning is zealous. They've got perfect privacy. They are calm. They are dignified. Triumphant. Well-groomed. Slow metabolism, so we're not having to eat very often. At all. Charismatic. They're a genius, a leader. They're beautiful. I mean, look at those glasses. Of course they're beautiful. 5% of the way to EVA suits. Mech engineer 10%, civil engineer 10%, robotics engineer and electrical engineer 5%, and combat engineering 10%. Crazy Gimmick says, before going that far, may I make a suggestion? Sure, by all means. Well, what do you mean going that far? What did I say something? But yeah, crack on. Oh, we wanted to check the heater. Can I sell the heater? Building onto the ship. Yeah. Sure, go ahead. What do you have in mind? 11,000. That's not too bad. I'll take it. I will take it. Where have I got a loose turbo pump in there? Oh. Huh. I guess I do. Oh, very well. I'll sell that to... You know what? I think this actually came close to 25k. Once you factor everything in. So look at my finances. How did that work out? Can I see what the last one was? No, it doesn't look like I can. That's a shame. Oh well. Paying mortgage. All done. Can I go back in the shift? Maybe I can't. Debug. Oh, debug console. Okay. Makes your ship bigger without having to build. There is a room there you can break into that has racks into it. Go there, break in, steal the racks, and put them on your ship. Oh, do you mean this room or this room? I've already been into them. Or the one in Mesca form. Everyone starts with visually impaired. Silas Genovese. And a number of other things. We actually got rid of one of the worst ones, in my opinion, which was hypovolemic. In that, basically meant that due to our development in microgravity, we had less blood circulating through our body. So we got rid of that one because that has an enormous impact on pretty much everything you do with your character. As you might imagine, you know, having less blood moving around your system, less blood to move oxygen, nutrients around. Now, on one side, you do bleed less when you bleed, but I imagine that is small comfort when, you know, the slightest thing exerts you and gravity hits you a hell of a lot harder. So you need to be in space, outside of the space station to build? No, you don't need to be. Our ship is not particularly well suited to other options, but for example, I could remove that wall and then walk outside. However, I would have to make this sure that this door did not open and that this door did not open. Otherwise, I would vent the atmosphere in the station, or I would vent the atmosphere in my ship. Sheila, we're about to wrap up the stream, so you can prep the ferrets, and I will be done in time for them to pop in. Does it help or hurt your response to acceleration to be hypervolemic? Not sure, actually. But yeah, you start the game with a bunch of issues because of your development in Micro G. We maintained slow metabolism, unfit. Where is it? We lost that. Immunosuppressed, visually impaired, insomniac, feeble, fragile, unfit, slow metabolism, and hypovolemic. We got rid of hypovolemic as the only trait that we actively hunted down and got rid of because it was such a big issue. But I kept all of the others, and we'll see if we can fix them. But you can fix them. You can just use your starting time, because we start at age 18, and then everything that we want to change, every skill we want to add, every trait we want to add or remove, they cost years to develop, between 1 and 3 years. Or you can go on an adventure, and then you have the chance to develop skills or traits as a consequence of the adventure. Those only ever take 1 year, but they're highly RNG. There's lots and lots of them, and there's lots of ways to navigate through them in a kind of choose your own adventure style. And then that has an impact on your character. But you don't want to get too old, and for spaces, sadly, 30 is too old. Or at least that's where you're going to start to suffer senescence side effects. So we stopped shy at 28, having spent a good amount of time out and about, learning on the job, if you like, through adventures. But that is going to be it for me for now, I think. Did you choose to be a genius? Or that was just RNG for an adventure? The only thing I didn't choose any positive trait. Or did I choose charisma? I think chat wanted charisma. Yeah, charismatic was the only trait I chose, and hypovolemic was the only trait I got rid of. Everything else came about, including our skill in dancing and cooking, came about purely through RNG. But yeah, that's going to be it. I will leave Moken to continue working on the good ship Lollipop. We have 2 thrusters, and I'm strongly suspecting we will be installing them somewhere around here, I imagine. We'll just extend the nose a little bit. I hope this has added the game onto a couple of people's radars who will enjoy these sorts of games, but for which this game hasn't really generated enough kind of marketing press to get out there. I still feel it's a very niche game, though within the circles that I move in, it's very easy to forget that it's a niche game because everyone knows about it. But then I'll be randomly talking with someone and they're like, well, what game is that? I've never heard of this game. And how could you not? This is absolutely in your wheelhouse. And it's very easy to forget how games like this don't actually get a lot of screen time, don't actually get a lot of word of mouth. So hopefully this has helped out a little bit. Did you pass on ships until you got this one? I think we passed on 1 ship, I believe. And honestly, we ended up with this one, and the other ship was similarly priced. I was hoping for a bit of a cheaper ship, but I wasn't willing to spend more than 2 years looking. Hello, Aries. All right, and chat, I need to go because the ferrets are in here. Oh no, this ship isn't from gambling. This is not the gambler ship. We folded in gambling. We didn't try to win the ship in it. That's a very different vessel. You get it for free. Anyway, you all have a wonderful time. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will have to catch you next time. But next time is probably going to be back to Terminus so that we can finish off our zombie run, and then eventually we're going to be getting back to Factorio. But do let me know if you're interested in seeing more of this in the future. If you happen to be a member in the Dapperdell Discord, which is free to join, by the way, you can just type !Discord. Then do let me know over there if you'd like to see a little bit more of this. All right, that's going to be it for us for tonight.